Matthew 26:20-25. So, Jesus, this is the last Passover. They were having a meal. People were dipping their hands into the bowl. So Jesus said, "He who dipped his hand with me." So it already happened. When up to now, when I read it, I thought it was he who will dip, or he who is dipping, but it sounds like there are maybe a few people that have dipped their hand with Jesus before Jesus said this, and so that's why Judas he did it. So he asked Jesus, "Surely it is not I, Lord." I wonder what he was feeling at that time, or thinking at that time to say that. When Jesus said that one of you will betray me, I wonder what he thinks. I mean, if he is thinking that and then like Jesus said it, wouldn't that kind of startle him and make him rethink about his decision? It seems to not. It seems to have confirmed it instead. So
I know who did betray.
Another thing that stood out to me is that Jesus said that there's a woe like to that man. So someone will betray, but the person through which it happened, it would have been better for that man if he had not been born. So we know that Judas is not saved because Jesus already told him about this woe, and I feel like, I mean, this, even though God knows everything before it happens, I think there's an element of free will that we choose to do it or not. And this ties into that concept, although I don't understand it fully. Like, if Judas did not do it, would another disciple have done it? But Jesus knew that Judas would betray him before he chose Judas, and he already but then if Judas had not been born, who would fulfill the prophecy? So there's a lot of questions about that, like pretty much predestination versus free will and how those work together. But those work together in a way. So I think it comes down to Judas still had a choice in it, and he chose to do it.
That is mine.
So he's responsible for his action. But God knew that he would choose. So it's convoluted, and I don't understand it fully. I just know that what God knows is not what does not force us to do anything, but he knows what we will choose to do. So then Jesus then said to him that you said it yourself. I wouldn't imagine like all the disciples heard this, so I wonder what they understood that to mean. Yeah, so I wonder if they knew, like understood at that point, and kind of look at Judas weird or not.